Here we are standing outside of the tribute store once again for HHN 30. Inside this building, inside this year's tribute store, every room has opened up. Room 1, room 2, 3, and 4. Now here's the thing, bit of surprise. We were under the impression that there was only going to be 3 rooms inside this year's tribute store. That's not the case. There's 4. And one of them is Beetlejuice.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. A bad luck's always coming my way.
Alright, first glance, this is pretty damn amazing. Walk into the 3rd and 4th room. They have different pictures of the event guides leading into the room on either sides of past Halloween Horror Nights. Wow. That is beautiful. Basically, when you first walk into the Beetlejuice area of the tribute store, it's like you're walking into the cemetery model. Look at this.
What's our count?
It is amazing. Get a closer look in a very few moments here, but my God! You're greeted with the grave of Beetlejuice himself. And talk about attention to detail down here on the floor. If you notice, there's advertisements for Beetlejuice's bioexorcism. But look at all this detail. It's just like the Maitland's model. Everything. This is amazing. The only thing missing is Beetlejuice himself. You see that down on the floor? Just behind Beetlejuice's grave? It's another HHN Easter egg. It's a Zagnut candy wrapper. You really have to pay attention to everything, all the little details, because over here in the cemetery there's a mausoleum. But if you get closer, and I wish that there was a little bit better lighting, but if you look over here, there's a wreath for Barbara and a wreath for Adam. Let's see as soon as it focuses. There we go. Just wish that there's a little bit more lighting over here, but that's cool. Over in the corner of the cemetery, there's a tree. But I love that there's tombstones hidden throughout the room. Mostly in the corners. There's 2 right there. But I think my favorite tombstone is hidden over here between these 2 mausoleums. Right back there. Beautiful. Not only do they have the books, but they also have these Beetlejuice Handbook for the Recently Diseased. I'm going to say it like that. Handbook for the Recently Diseased tins. And here's the Beetlejuice pin. And the same artwork for the keychain. Let's get an up close and personal look at the design for the Beetlejuice shirt. We showed it in our social media post. But just look at that. And it's blacklight reactive apparel. This is the hot ticket item this year. And we were one of the first people to get it. Not rubbing it in or anything like that, but we were just at the right place at the right time. They also have the handbook for the recently diseased here as well. I think it's $25. Now these Beetlejuice socks right here, I can get behind. Probably would never wear them, but they are cool. Beetlejuice, 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 and basically it's the sandworm. Very cool. And I would never wear these, but just look at the artwork on this. That's cool. I feel like they should have a poster of this. But sadly, no Beetlejuice posters. Only clothing, apparel, and a pin and a keychain. Like, come on. Beetlejuice is stealing the show this year for Halloween Horror Nights. And the Beetlejuice stuff keeps going on and on. I mean, look at this. Holy heckins. You know, for last year's Halloween Horror Nights in the Rob Zombie Scare Zone, they had dancers. How cool would it have been if they had dancers, well, the girls from the movie up there, enticing buyers into the tribute store. Nonetheless, this is gorgeous. Over here in the corner, there's a staircase, and if you follow it all the way up, you'll find Beetlejuice as the snake whenever he tried to scare Lydia's parents. That's beautiful. Bad Booty Man. So cool. Over in the checkout area, there's the fireplace from where Beetlejuice and Lydia were going to get married. And hanging right above there, the Maitlands during the exorcism. Well, the seance. Let's get a little bit of a closer look at them. Man, they are beautiful. And there's no Miss Argentina, but here is the checkout for the tribute store in the very back. Almost like you're checking into the afterlife. Hey, Jessica, did you remember to bring your book?
Oh no, I forgot it.
Over here in the corner, they have a little waiting area just before you leave and go out into the hallway. But let's get a closer look
Making sure I had my phone.
at those books and the newspaper articles on the table. The titles of the newspaper clippings are just straight out of the movie. Like this one back here, it says, "If I knew what I do know now." But check this one out right here. Sandworm incidents increased 13% from last year. That's the newspaper Beetlejuice was reading in his grave. And there's another one over here. Is there really an afterlife? And on the books, free demon possession with every exorcism. And in true tribute store fashion, there's another Easter egg behind the lamp here. It says Maitland Hardware. Since 1988, Winter River, Connecticut. I had no idea that was the name of the town in Beetlejuice, Winter River. I mean, I guess they did name it, and they did say it. But that's cool.
Show the front door.
But once you leave the tribute store, you think that your experience is over, but no. You have the walkway that in the movie took you to the Room of Lost Souls. But there's more. And how comical is this? There's Jessica and a tiny door. That's cute. Now serving number 3. Now serving number 3. And as you leave the tribute store, you are dumped right into the waiting room for your meeting with Juno. How awesome is this? So bad booty. So bad booty. Let's get a closer look. Now obviously there's a chain there. But I'm all about checking out the little things that are hidden. Here's a newspaper clipping. Don't get caught. The famous photo, no feet. That's cool. And over here, there's a copy of the handbook for the recently diseased. And just behind it, I don't want to fall into it, there's the newspaper clipping from the obituaries where Beetlejuice was reading about the deaths of the Maitlands. And you know what? I hate touching things, but it's kind of begging me to do it. I have to open the book here to see what the newspaper clipping is on the inside. An advertisement for Beetlejuice. And if you pay close attention, you gotta say his name 3 times in order for Beetlejuice to appear. The first time is there, the second and the third time that you would call him has been ripped away. I think that is the doing of Beetlejuice himself. So we're doing this thing a little bit backwards. First we did the 4th room. Now here's the 3rd room, and basically, if you're a fan of blacklight reactive things, this is pure heaven. Or hell, depending on how you'd look at it. And because it's blacklight reactive inside this room, They have black light reactive food. And the very first thing that you come across is beating heart sour gummies. And if you look closely at them, you can see them beat. That is crazy. The colors are out of this world. I mean, literally. I mean, just look at that. That is crazy cool. And they're all spooky themed. Let's get a closer look at this. I'm digging the graveyard cake. Man, oh man. Severed lime slime. Key lime mummy tarts. Frankenstein treats. What is this? Red velvet blood splatter cake pops. Oh my god, check that out. Werewolf chocolate cake pops. Oh man. Alright, this is insane. This display case is a little darker, but equally as colorful on the inside. I am hungry. Inside this case we have striped pretzel hot dogs, bacon cheddar scallion waffle sticks. Like, who creates this? Maple bacon donuts, white chocolate mummy pretzels, and for the vegans out there, vegan Oreo brownie skulls. And in the past for Halloween Horror Nights, Voodoo Donuts had a Halloween Horror Nights donut. It's good to see that Universal, HHN themselves, is coming out with donuts. Here are the tribute store donuts. And over here, I'm saving the best for last. Look at this. The color on this one, it's like it's glowing. It's like some sort of weird molten lava. What on earth? And don't get me wrong, I love the look and designs of the food. But just look at the decor of this place. It is insane. Talk about above and beyond. I don't know how well this room really translates to film, but to the naked eye and the black light, it's creepy, man. There's just so much to look at. And it's all gorgeous. And over here in the pitch darkness, the creators of the delicacies. It's a great choice that they had you guys in white. Alright, Jessica, so what did you think of the tribute store in all 4 rooms?
You know, when it was just the first 2 rooms, you know me, I love the pumpkins. I was highly impressed. It was gorgeous. It was everything I expected. And then we came here today, and it's like falling in love with Halloween Horror Nights all over again for the first time. I mean, the professionalism, the detail, the craftsmanship. Oh, I want to go back in. I want to go back in. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And they have the wax mold here of Frankenstein, and I happen to get one that malfunctioned. And I love him more now. Look how cute he is. And also, I bought a whole bag of goodies to do giveaways.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always